People all over the world are fascinated by ancient Egypt, a land full of riddles and wonders that is still being revealed. This legendary society existed along the Nile River for more than 3,000 years and left behind a rich history that has been buried by time and history. In the 1800s, Egyptology became popular and led to many important discoveries, such as the Rosetta Stone and King Tutankhamun's tomb. This was the start of an age of unparalleled success. With each dig, more information about ancient rituals, ideas about the afterlife, and amazing craftsmanship comes to light. Even though thieves have broken into the pyramids and hundreds of years have passed, they still hold amazing historical artifacts. Come with us as we look at the top 10 most amazing things that have been found in these famous buildings that shed light on the beauty of ancient Egypt. Number 10. Astronomical alignments. The ancient Egyptians were not only skilled architects but also remarkable astronomers. Many pyramids, including the Great Pyramid of Giza, were constructed with precise astronomical alignments. The sides of the Great Pyramid are almost perfectly aligned with the cardinal points north, south, east, and west. Scholars believe this was achieved through careful observation of the stars, particularly the North Star and constellations like Orion. These alignments were not accidental but held significant cultural and religious importance. The Egyptians associated certain stars with gods and the afterlife. For example, Orion was linked to Osiris, the god of the underworld, while the star Sirius was associated with Isis, a goddess of rebirth. The alignments likely serve as a guide for the deceased pharaoh's soul to ascend to the heavens and join the gods. The pyramid texts found inscribed on walls inside several pyramids often reference celestial journeys, further reinforcing this belief. These astronomical connections underscore the sophistication of ancient Egyptian knowledge and their deep spiritual connection to the cosmos. Number 9. Furniture and everyday items. Ancient Egyptian pyramids often contained carefully crafted furniture and everyday items meant to accompany the deceased into the afterlife. These objects included chairs, beds, tables, and even chariots. The craftsmanship was extraordinary, with materials like wood, ivory, and gold often used to create these items. For instance, King Tutankhamun's tomb contained an elaborate gilded throne, intricately decorated with images and symbols representing his rule and beliefs. Such items were not just practical but symbolic, reflecting the wealth and status of the individual they belonged to. Everyday items like bowls, utensils, and tools were also placed in tombs, ensuring the deceased would have everything they needed for comfort in the afterlife. These artifacts offer modern archaeologists valuable insights into the daily lives, artistry, and technological capabilities of ancient Egyptians. Each discovery of furniture or utensils paints a clearer picture of a society that valued preparation for the afterlife as much as life itself. Number 8. Curses and warnings. The legend of the pharaoh's curse has captivated imaginations for centuries, often tied to warnings inscribed in ancient tombs. These curses were typically placed near the entrances of tombs or sacred chambers, cautioning intruders against disturbing the final resting place of the dead. While many dismiss these warnings as myth, they were a genuine part of ancient Egyptian belief systems. For instance, a tomb inscription might declare, "Death shall come on swift wings to him who disturbs the peace of the king." These curses were likely intended to deter potential looters and protect the treasures and sanctity of the burial site. While modern archaeologists dismiss supernatural explanations, some believe the curses may have been linked to real dangers, such as traps or exposure to ancient pathogens within sealed tombs. The enduring fascination with these warnings reflects humanity's awe of ancient Egyptian culture and its deep respect for the mysteries of death. Number 7. Food offerings. Food offerings found in pyramids were a vital part of ancient Egyptian burial practices, reflecting the belief in an afterlife where the deceased would require sustenance. These offerings often included bread, beer, fruits, vegetables, and even preserved meats, carefully placed in tombs alongside the deceased. The preservation methods used were advanced for their time, with some food items remarkably well preserved even after thousands of years. In addition to actual food, depictions of food and feasting scenes were inscribed on tomb walls, ensuring that the deceased would be spiritually fed in the afterlife. These practices highlight the Egyptians' meticulous preparations for life after death and their belief in the importance of maintaining physical and spiritual well-being beyond the grave. The discovery of these offerings provides valuable insights into the dietary habits and agricultural practices of ancient Egypt, showcasing their ability to produce and preserve a variety of foods. Number 6. Ancient tools. The discovery of tools in and around pyramids offers a glimpse into the ingenuity and engineering prowess of ancient Egyptians. Tools such as copper chisels, wooden mallets, stone hammers, and plumb bobs were used to carve and position the massive limestone blocks that make up the pyramids. The precision achieved with these simple tools is astounding, especially considering the scale of the construction. Many tools found near pyramids show signs of wear, indicating their extensive use during the building process. In some cases, tools were included in tombs as symbolic items, reflecting the deceased's profession or achievements. These artifacts demonstrate the Egyptians' mastery of engineering techniques and their ability to organize and execute large-scale construction projects with limited resources. Studying these tools allows modern researchers to better understand the methods used to create some of the world's most enduring architectural wonders. Number 5. Funerary masks. Funerary masks are among the most iconic discoveries in Egyptian tombs, symbolizing the deceased's identity and their journey to the afterlife. The most famous example is the golden mask of King Tutankhamun, intricately crafted with gold, lapis lazuli, and other precious materials. These masks were placed over the faces of mummies to protect and guide their spirits in the afterlife. The masks often depicted idealized features of the deceased, merging their earthly identity with divine attributes. Inscriptions and symbolic motifs on the masks provided further protection and invoked blessings from the gods. The craftsmanship of these masks reflects the artistic and metallurgical expertise of ancient Egyptians. Funerary masks not only served religious purposes but also showcased the wealth and status of the individual, offering modern archaeologists a glimpse into the grandeur of ancient Egyptian society. Number 4. Treasures and gold. Treasures and gold found in pyramids have long fueled the fascination with ancient Egypt. These valuables were placed in tombs to ensure the deceased's comfort and prosperity in the afterlife. Items such as jewelry, amulets, ceremonial weapons, and golden statues have been unearthed, each piece reflecting exquisite craftsmanship and religious symbolism. Gold, considered the flesh of the gods, held immense significance in Egyptian culture, symbolizing eternity and divine power. The tomb of Tutankhamun, discovered in 1922, remains one of the most significant finds, containing an unparalleled wealth of treasures, including a golden chariot and a solid gold coffin. These discoveries provide insight into the religious beliefs, artistry, and socio-political structure of ancient Egypt. Unfortunately, many tombs were looted in antiquity, but those that remain intact offer a glimpse into the opulence of a civilization that revered its rulers as divine beings. Number 3. Hieroglyphic inscriptions. Hieroglyphic inscriptions found in pyramids are a vital source of knowledge about ancient Egypt. These intricate carvings, often covering walls and sarcophagi, include prayers, spells, and narratives from the Book of the Dead. The inscriptions serve to guide the deceased through the afterlife, ensuring their safe passage and acceptance by the gods. Some of the earliest pyramid texts, such as those in the Pyramid of Unas, date back to the Old Kingdom and represent the world's earliest known religious writings. These texts provide invaluable information about Egyptian language, culture, and religious practices. In addition to their spiritual purpose, hieroglyphs offer details about the achievements and reigns of pharaohs, helping historians piece together Egypt's dynastic history. The artistry and precision of these inscriptions reflect the importance of written language in preserving and honoring the legacy of ancient Egyptian civilization. Number 2. Kopic jars. Kopic jars played a crucial role in ancient Egyptian burial practices, safeguarding the internal organs removed during mummification. Each of the 4 jars was associated with a specific deity and contained a particular organ: the stomach, intestines, lungs, or liver. The jar's lids were often sculpted to represent the heads of the 4 sons of Horus, deities who protected the organs. Made from materials like alabaster, limestone, or pottery, these jars were beautifully decorated with inscriptions and symbols to ensure their protective role. The careful preservation of organs reflected the Egyptians' belief in the afterlife and the need for a complete body for resurrection. The discovery of Kopic jars in tombs provides insights into mummification techniques and religious practices, underscoring the meticulous care taken in preparing the deceased for eternity. Number 1. Sarcophagi and mummies. Sarcophagi and mummies are the most iconic symbols of ancient Egyptian burial practices, representing the culmination of their beliefs about death and the afterlife. Sarcophagi, often elaborately decorated with carvings and paintings, served as protective vessels for mummies, ensuring their preservation. The mummies themselves were prepared through a complex process of embalming and wrapping, designed to prevent decay and maintain the body's integrity. Notable discoveries include the mummies of Tutankhamun, Ramses II, and Hatshepsut, which have provided invaluable insights into the health, diet, and genetics of ancient Egyptians. Sarcophagi were often inscribed with prayers, spells, and scenes depicting the deceased's journey to the afterlife. These artifacts reflect the Egyptians' profound respect for the dead and their belief in immortality. The discovery of sarcophagi and mummies continues to captivate the world, offering a tangible connection to one of history's most fascinating civilizations. The Egyptian pyramids are more than just amazing works of architecture. They are also time capsules that show how creative, religious, and normal people lived in a very different time. Finding a hieroglyphic writing, a metal treasure, or a well-made tool all give us a glimpse into a world where death and life were deeply connected. These old buildings show how skilled the Egyptians were in art, engineering, and religion. They inspire our imaginations and help us learn more about the past. Even though people have been exploring the pyramids for hundreds of years, they still have secrets. New discoveries may help us learn more about this amazing society. The artifacts inside shed light on the lives of both pharaohs and commoners, and they also make us wonder about a society that believed in living forever and left an indelible mark on history. Note, the story of the pyramids is not over yet. As archaeologists and scholars dig deeper, they may find even more amazing things. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe this channel for future updates.